basics, and that will lead to our understanding in programming. So here this part will be presented by me, Nagendra Kushwaha, and these are the details. If anyone in future needs to connect, can connect me on email ID, Twitter, QF, even on Telegram. You can connect. So next, so what we have in our module 5, these three parts: ANSYS CNC programming. This one is mainly ANSYS CNC programming, in which we have this ANSYS CNC and G codes, M codes, and CANSCI. That is the syllabus for your university under module 5. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. So as you can see, what is the difference between NC machine and CNC machine? As you see in NC machine, let me yes, NC machine, we know there is a use of punch card in NC machine. There is a use of punch card, and again you see this setup to make the punch card. So these are the buttons that will be used in making punch card. And once punch card is ready, this punch card is supplied to the NC machine, and then in the controller part, and then the program is executed by this. And what we have here in CNC machine, again this type machine tool, we have this one, and to enter the program we have computer. So it can be mounted on the along with this machine, and it can be made a integrated part for entering the program, modification of the program. So you see the difference. One difference is in the form of entering the program punch card, and in the form of again punch card, and then set up components of the machine. So this one was NC machine was basic, and then around 1980s, and when computer invented, so computer took the place of storage and as well as entering the program. So now you see earlier in the NC machine what we have, these buttons for some coolant on off or some control functions for this, and what extra we have punch card. We have to enter the punch card every time for a new program by opening this door and then entering it. Okay, so and CNC machine, what we have here, we have inbuilt computer with the machine, and then we can enter the program on the computer and execute it. We can simulate the program, and if any error is there, we can remove it. So this facilitates computer using the computer, and with the help of simulation facilitate our understanding and entering the program. It makes very easy for us to enter the program. So that's why for this, once we have to make a NC code and a punch tape, a skilled person was required. But here, if any person can be trained in coding the program, and then with the moderate training, that machine can be handled by the operator. So as you can see, the disadvantages of CNC machine over NC machine. Again, it is much easier to control and operate with the CNC machine than NC machine. So we will see the differences in various levels. So on the basis of comparison, when we see the on the full form basis, NC stands for numerical control and CNC stands for computer numerical control. Okay. Next, input mechanism in input mechanism, punch tapes and punch cards. What happened? Stop presenting. So in input mechanism, punch tape and punch card can be used for entering the program. It not can be used, it was used. Then here CNC machine program is fed with the help of keyboard that is inbuilt with the computer. Then modification in the machine program. Once the program is entered, as we have the punch card, once this program is entered inside a machine, so when machine is running, we cannot change the program. But to modify any program, as you have seen, we have some sections. I have discussed this punch tape thoroughly in different modules. So in punch tape, there were sections, and if we need to replace this particular setup of program, we simply remove it and we paste it another program that we need to replace at this place. So simply there are sections of program and each section is different and it can be replaced by another set of program. That's how we make a series of program. So here modification is possible only if we are able to remove this part and then insert the new part. It is like if you have punch tape and here you need to this section replace it with another, so you will make another program, another punch tape on this, and then you will because at this point these are glued, so you simply remove this and you will paste it with the glue here. Paste it means you will join it with the glue at in between these two parts, 1 and 2 parts. So you have modified the program. So it is done by changing the information in the punch card. So that's how you change the information. Next is it can be accomplished by using computer. Obviously, computer is there. Altering operation parameters not possible. If you want, since uh, everything is supplied in the form of information supplied in the form of punch card. So once you have entered the punch card, you cannot control it from outside. But in here, you can manually control it. You can manually change it. After even a program is running, you can control it, and you can change the parameter. Then memory to store instruction that were not available, but here memory storage present in the computer. Cost is less expensive, and here cost is as we are having very computer along with some other control functions, so cost is very high. So maintenance low, maintenance high. Accuracy NC is moderately accurate. Moderate accurate means not so much accurate, But here we are extensively, if, if you remember, we are able to get 0.0025 mm of accuracy in the CNC machine, but it was not possible to achieve in the NC machine. Then operators must be highly skilled. Like I said, to make a punch card, you need a skilled operator, but here not that much skill required. A simple training and you are ready to work with the NC machine, CNC machine, not NC, CNC. Flexibility is less because uh, machining process are limited by the machine tool as well as space, but here more flexible. Here we can set up numbers of program. We can program different types for the different types of part, and we can uh, we can easily move one program to another. But here that is inertia. That means moving from one to another program is difficult because every time when you go from one part of the program to another part, you need to change the program punch tape and then you have to insert the next program. So that's the flexibility is less. Here we have more flexible, and same times uh, with the help of storage we are able to store the program and we can run it anytime. Time consumption requires more time as we need to prepare the punch card, and here less time is required. So as you know, computer numerical control, that we take the first letter C and C. So this control of machine tool is achieved by the numbers, letters, signals, letters, codes, words, instructions that we supplied when we go for the coding. So machine tool is controlled by the setup of or combination of all these. So that when we use in a certain manner, that becomes instruction. So instructions supplied in the form of numbers, symbols, letters, codes, and input to the machines are through numbers, letters, and codes that we supplied input through machine. Then processing of the data is done by the through numerical calculation and logic operation, that is of MCU of the machine tool and computer and computer and execution of the operation through generated signal. So we have execution of operation. So once we have the setup of the instruction, that is the program, or and then that program is converted in machine language, and then in machine language the signals are generated. So a CNC program is a sequence of commands written in a suitable language meant for controlling the operations of a machine. So as you can see, sequence of commands. It is not like you have written only one line and that is your program. So writing one line is a single command, and then when we write many lines, that becomes a setup of commands or sequence of command, and it is not like we can write in any language. There are some fixed language, letter, number, letter and number. So letter you can take from A to Z, numbers you can take 0 to 9, and then some symbols, sometimes symbols are used. So these are used in NC programming, or CNC programming. And with the help of these letters, numbers and symbols, we are able to control the machine tool. So what are the types of CNC programming? So there are mainly two types: manual part programming and computer assisted part programming, CA. This one is called CAPP. 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 So in manual part programming, we have three types: fixed block format, tab sequential format, word address format. We will discuss one by one. So in first fixed block format, see the format here when we are going to enter the, it was the basic when we are using in NC machine. So from NC machine, we are having punch tape, and before making a punch tape, we make this one NC part program manuscript. Based on that, punch tape is prepared. Okay. So to make a manuscript, what we have here, these are the details: part number, part name, date, and prepared by. This information is supplied at the top, and then this format: sequence number, x coordinate value, y coordinate value, m value, and comments are sometimes written at the end of the block. So here these sequences are fixed. Okay. So see this. Instructions are always given in the same sequence. So block number, sequence number or block number, and then x coordinate, y and z, and then there are other commands. So we can write x, y or z, and you can also write m command. So this sequence we need to follow it. We cannot write y first and then x like this. We cannot write. It would be completely wrong because the block is fixed. Position of the each entering value is fixed here. Whatever value we take to enter for x or y or z, that we need to fix it. So make it clear what we do. We make a table like this, and then we write our program. So like this. So here first point, say instruction always given in same sequence. Every block to carry all instructions. It means it you cannot miss any instruction, any block here. You have to here, here, here also. And next block you want to enter, then you have to enter. Even if the same value you have to enter, you have to enter it. It is not like the same value, say y coordinate value 12. What happened? So it is not like if you are entering y coordinate value 12, and then again you have to enter this, you have to keep the same value, then you have to enter the value 12 again here. You cannot miss it. Again m value, if you are using 03, then you have to enter same m value 03. So these are the block you need to enter, re-enter, even if they are same, values are same. Okay. So only figures are provided in the program. So as you can see, only figures, it means numbers, only numbers are provided because the y coordinate is already at the top and it is position is fixed. So we don't need to write y or here x. We have to simply write x coordinate value. So say you can write it 20, and then next you have to write say 25. So you will write only 20 and 25. You will not write x or y because you are already writing in front of x and in front of y. Same Z is not given, you can enter for Z and some other value. This within which each word must be of same length. Again, here digits within each word must be of same length. So it states that say for example in x coordinate value you have to write 125 mm, and next you have to move x coordinate value set 85 mm. So you have to write 085. 3 digits you have to use it. It is not like you can erase you can remove zero value. If you are writing here 3 digits and here 2 digits, it would be wrong. So you need to insert 0 before. So in this block 3 digits if we are using, so you have to always use 3 digits up to the last. Same way for this, if you are using 2 digits, so you have to use 2 digits up to the last. Same way for M word or Z word also. Then digits within each word must be of the same length that I have discussed. Now, see, this is a typical program. Here what we have, sequence number, G code, X, Y, Z, F. So it is at the top. Okay. So we will write this one this way. 4 digit as you can see. Next here, this one 0 0 0 0 every time 20 90 30 30. These two are same, these two are same, then these two are same, 150, these two are same, these two, and then at the end of the mm, at the end of the each block you have to need this EOB, that means end of the block. And for this, as we are writing in manuscript, so it will be punch. If you remember module 3, I have given about it. So end of the block will have another set of instruction, another set of symbols like to, just for example, two close holes or three close holes like this. So this is we write in manuscript, but in when we are preparing punch card, for end of block we have different symbol and we have to use it. I hope so. What I want to tell you in here, see, there are two three points I would like to discuss here. First is why 0050 and 0060. Why not 0051 and here before it was 0050 and then 0051 and then 52. See, generally we make it in a step of 10. So 0050 then 0060 in the gap of 10. Reason is because in future we need to insert more command in between these two command. So if we are not having any space, so we have to prepare the same program. That's why since we need to insert to uh, for modification we simply need to insert a part of the punch card and we glue it with the current program, current punch card. So that's why this having the gap 10 or this 10 gap allows us to enter the some another set of programs. So later you realize that there is another setup of command for two command line you need to enter. So you can utilize the 005152 value, and after say for 1 or 2 year you again realize that you need to enter another set of command in between these two lines 005152, say for example 52 and 60, then you can enter it here. But what if at some point of time you need to you realize that you have to enter another set of command between 0051 and 0052? That means you cannot enter, and then when you cannot enter, that means you have to remove these two blocks of instruction, and then you need to remove these two blocks of instruction, and then you have to replace with 05 0051 0052 and 0053. So this one 51 and 52 becomes 53 because you need to enter 0052 in between 051 and 52. So new instruction is 0052, new command, and 0052 earlier 0052 becomes 0053. That's why having 10 mm gap allows us to make modification. Okay, so it is not mandatory that you have to write only this way. Even you can write this sequence number like 0 1 0 0 in the gap of 100, 0 1 0 0. Then next you can write 0 2 0 0. Next after 0 9 0 0. Next you can write 1 9 0 0. So 2 9. Here if we are writing for 10 100 gap, the space is limited because as you can see we can supply only limited number of command, and this space 100 gap space we are using it for the modification. So avoid that much. What we do, we generally use 10 mm gap, although you can use any number of this part of digits. Again this spaces are again limited on punch card, so it is not like you can keep adding like 0 0 0 0 0 0 and then 5 0. So what is the use of having this much of space to punch it? It will obviously increase the cost. So instead we can go for 050 060 or this 4. So in that way we can use around say 100 number of instruction. Okay, so this one again the space is again controlled by the controller. So it next same way G0. And second point was, see here we again writing 0 0 and next command we are writing 0 0. Why do we need to write 0 0 again? Because it is the fixed block, and each block we need to enter every time we write a command. So same way, that's why here x value is changing, but if y value is not changing, still we are writing the y value, this value, and z value also, feed value also, spindle speed value also. So end of block will be punched in the punch card in some different symbol. Okay, next is tab sequential format. So what we have, again there was some advancement. advancement from fixed block format to tab sequence format. So in preparing the menu, again what we are doing it here, only here advancement of menu script writing. Punching in the punch card was the same, because so here we have again the block of instruction. So here sequence tab or end of block, then x coordinate tab or end of block, y coordinate tab, end of block, like this it will goes on. And so for every instruction we need to write a tab. So sequence number we will write it here, say sequence number 0 0 5 0, then you will write tab tab, then space. Next you will write x coordinate value. X coordinate value you will say, for example, 20 mm. So mm we will not write, only 20, and then tab space tab. Tab. Then again next we have to write y coordinate value. So space, one space, and then y coordinate value say 30. So 30 and then space tab. So in this way we prepare the whole program. Next, what is the advantage of using this much? Because when in fixed block we have seen that when we are writing next command, so block number 0060 tab, next again you have to use same value, x coordinate value, say 20. So you don't need to write 20 again. Here you simply enter tab. It means 20 has been already considered in this command line, and then you have to write the same y coordinate value. So you have to write only tab. So repetition of the previous value can be avoided, and it saves a lots of time. Okay, so here we will discuss same. Again value I, j, k for a circular interpolation x, y and z direction. I for x, I, j for y, j for y into along y axis, and k for z. And feed, spindle, tool, other miscellaneous command can be entered in the same format. So you can see here in tab sequential format. Again instructions are given in sequence similar to fixed block format, but each word is separated by the tab character. This character tab we have to enter it. Then advantage, same digit need not be written again, but to maintain sequence of word, tab should be written in the succeeding block. So as you can see, this block number tab. So here you see tab space, and again we have this block. So in this block, in first code, and then along with this, I just missed a point in discussion. I said that after each digit we need to separate it by a tab. That correction I will make here, that after each digit we don't need to separate, we have to put it along with the digit. So this value and then tab, and then here we have to use a space. So as we are writing it here, so we need to space. And if we are having a column tabular form, so there is no talk of, because we are writing only for the manuscript, and this will be punch on a punch card. So either you are having that much of gap, or that whatever gap you are having between two say column, that is immaterial. So only thing is we need to maintain the position of command. So column value we need to maintain it. So this column we need to maintain it because there is no use. This will not run on the machine. Once we have this, we will punch it on machine. So it, and after punch card, program is prepared and that will run on the machine. And a punch card already has the space for each set of instruction. So you see this block, tab, G code 00, tab, then X coordinate value 20, tab, Y coordinate 30, tab, Z coordinate 00, tab, F coordinate, F value, not coordinate, F feed value 150, tab, S spindle speed value 100, and here we can write tab, and at the end we can write also end of block or tab. Both are optional, so either we can write end of block or tab. Okay, so again here in next command, when we are writing next command 0060 tab, and we don't need to enter the G code value 00, we simply write it tab here. So as we are writing G code below this one, see, we can automatically consider it as a 00 is already here. And here if we need to change X value 90, that is okay. And Y value, it means 30 value is not being changed here. So 30 is self understood. Again Z00 not mentioned, so 00 is already here. So in this way we insert the we make the instruction, or we make our program. So last part is manual, in manual part programming, word address format. So here we have again sequence number or block number, then G code, XYZ or IJK value, and here feed, spindle, tool, M, miscellaneous word, end of block, or we write it also this one. So instead of writing this one in CNC, we use this one semicolon, this value. Okay. So again in writing the manuscript, preparing the program, we have this part number, part name, date, prepared by. So N word, this one, G word here, XY, Z word, Z is not given, but we can again feed word, IJK value is not given, we can insert it, feed word, S word, T word, and M word. So this value I have written extra because these are the standard format when we go for the CNC programming. So at the end here we will use end of the block, or simply we can use this symbol semicolon. So typical program you can see here. I hope this program is visible. So program number here, details about program, tool selection M06, this one again, tool select about tool, and then G90, G0, G54, X-25, Y25, M3, set of instruction, and here you see at the end of block or semicolon. So that's what you see, the blocks are given set of instruction. Okay, so here when you have to move it, leave it. We will discuss in CNC programming. So what we are doing here, after supplying set of instruction, we are using this semicolon, this one and this semicolon. Okay, and again what I want to tell you, if we in fixed block we were writing the each value. And next, in if we are, although the values are same, we were writing in fixed block, but tab sequential data, what we did, we avoided writing the digits by using simply a tab. But here what we have done, we simply replace it, omitted it, even the tab part also, and simply x25, it means x25 is entered in the memory, then y25. So when y25 is, this command is executed, so x25 is already in the memory. Again x minus 25, when it goes x minus 25, so y25 is already, so is there. So only in that moment is possible along one axis, because other axis is already there. Other axis command is already stored in the instruction. So next, so let me check how much. So CNC programming, we have in word address format, that includes block number, preparatory word G word, block number N, coordinate XYZ, feed rate, it is given in mm per minute or inch per minute or revolution per minute. Mm per revolution, not mm, no, revolution per minute, not, that becomes a RPM. Here feed rate is given mm per minute, inch per minute or mm or inch per revolution. This is the way we supply and feed rate. Then spindle speed is given in RPM, and miscellaneous words are used with the help with M word. And G codes and M codes, I have supplied you a note PDF file. So check it, that PDF file. So as you can see, example of typical command blocks here, N006 block number, G90, G0, X, G20, Y. So G00, G90 preparatory command, then geometric command. So for this, as you can see, the commands are written to move it. So if you want to understand, let me discuss 1 minute for G and M, important G and M code. So we have preparatory commands or codes. Important, make it important. G00 motion, that moving straight line at rapid speed, highest possible speed. G01 moving straight line at last speed commanded by feed rate. So G01, whatever feed rate is given, it will move. G02, I am marking which one is important. G02 clockwise circular arc at feed rate. So clockwise motion. G03 counterclockwise motion. G04 dwell, it means sometimes we need to stop the tool at particular position for some time. So dwell cycle is used as a G04 for 4 or 5 seconds. Then G10, not G10, here, this one, 17, G17, 18 and 19. So selection of XY plane, XZ plane and select YZ plane. For 7 we have, when we use G20, it means we are programming in coordinates in inches, and when we are using G21, we are programming in mm. Then G28, return to home position. Then we have G40, G41 and G42. Tool cutter compensation of this means, because say this, we have this part and tool radius, this one is tool radius and tool has to mill it from this side, this is to this is, tool have to follow this path. So what we do, this is, we program our machining taking the central axis of the tool. So if we said, and if we have to mill say 5 mm and tool radius is say 10, tool radius also say 6 mm, radius I am talking about, so tool diameter is 12 mm. So what would be the position of this tool axis from this edge, because you need to mill 5 mm from this edge. So from this position you will set only 1 mm here. So that's how you use the tool compensation. So tool compensation left or right or to cutter compensation of, we will see when we program it. Then we have G80, cancel cant cycle, that is also in your syllabus, cant cycle. So we will use G80 for, if any cant cycle is active then we need to cancel it. G80, G81 simple drilling cycle, G82 drilling cycle with dwell counter boring, and G83 peg drilling cycle, G84 tapping cycle. Then we have G90 absolute programming of XYZ type B and type C system. So G90 when we are using absolute coordinate system we are using. G91 incremental programming of XYZ, and here floating coordinate system we are using it. Then G92 floating, incremental means floating. G92 offset coordinate system and shape parameters, and we have yes only up to this. And in M code what we have, M00 program stop non-optional, M01 optional stop operator selected to enable, M02 end of the program, M03 we need to write M02 when we are going to end the program. Then M03 spindle off on clockwise rotation. So spindle would be when you observe from the top, and spindle, this is the tool spindle, so it will clockwise rotation, this would be the clockwise for M03 when you observe from the top. M04 spindle rotation counterclockwise. Then spindle stop M05, M06 you will frequently use for tool change. Then 3 mode mist coolant on, mist coolant means here we will mix coolant with the air and we will supply it, so in the form of droplets. Then flood coolant on, here we will supply coolant in the form of liquid, so it like with the jet or with the nozzle we can supply it, so liquid state here in mist state. Then M09 coolant off, we will shut off this any mode of coolant. Then M30 end of the program. M98 we will call some sub program subprograms we have already, we are writing a program here, and we have an recall a program that is already written, so we can call it that program here by using M98 code, and that program will be recalled. And again, because sometimes we don't need to write the same program, we simply write M99 and program will be recalled, and M99 return from the same program. So once program is recalled, so this whole program will be executed, and then when it is finished, this command M99 will make it to return to the main program. So it is like program inside the program. Subprogram is setting a program or writing a program inside a program. So these are the important G and M code. Okay. So here I am finishing it, and what is left? Okay. I think there is some changes in here. So let's discuss this program. 1 minute, it will take only 1 minute. Series. N00 is block number, G90 absolute coordinate system. It means whatever the coordinate systems of machine is there, we are using that coordinate system. So each machine table is specified that this one is X, this one is your Y, and vertical is your Z. So plus Z up from this table, plus Z up, and plus Z downward direction minus. So G90, sometimes this position, this corner is considered as a 0 coordinate, 0 coordinate value. It means x0 y0 here at this position. So I am talking about table, machine table. Then once we write this program G90, G00, x20, y20. So G0 commands tells us take the absolute coordinate system G90, and G0 move with rapid and position the tool at x20 and y30. So here tool is moving and positioned here. Tool is set here. After just executing this command, tool is at present position, this position. Then next block of information N007 Y50. So as you can see, G00 has been not mentioned. It means this is already active in this block. So this again, as you can see, dotted line, so that tool is moving at a rapid pace, rapid speed. So as you see, only X is fixed, only Y value changed from 30 to 50. Tool has moved rapid. Next is G00, G01. So if you want to slower speed, that is the feed rate, at this feed rate G01 linear motion. Okay, so tool will move linearly, uh, linear interpolation, not linear motion, linear interpolation. So using on this coordinate value x100 and y coordinate value from its previous position, and with the help having the feed rate f200. So you see tool is moving from 20 to 100 x coordinate y coordinate value with the feed rate of 200. Again, and feed rate, if we need to specify, say G20 for inch and G21 for mm. So whatever dimension we are using, we need to specify. And then N009, next block number, G02, this one. If you remember the clockwise rotation of spindle, oh sorry, this one G02 for clockwise interpolation, circular interpolation clockwise. So this way, from here, it is following a clockwise pattern. So G02 command we need to use. And if we have to move from this to this way, we need to use G03, counterclockwise interpolation, circular interpolation counterclockwise. Then where should tool go? So we need to supply the coordinate value, and coordinate value is this one, x140 and x140, and we are not supplying r value, y value, so it is already 100. And what ratio it should follow? Radius 30, we can use it. R30, we can use it. Then M00, M30, M30 is the machine stop. Okay, so that's how this program has been written in this form. So here I am finishing it, and if